Hello and welcome to another edition of Athletes Corner. We got another special guest, Xavier Abreu. How you doing, my guy?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, chilling, man. Summer's been wild for you. I take it, man.
Yeah.
Just how's it been with all this basketball you've been doing with traveling, AAU, and all this other stuff, man?
I'm just having fun with it, you know. Enjoying the experiences. Just keep trying to get better.
Yeah. How's talk about the AAU circuit and just play? It's Boston Rivals.
Mass Rivals.
Mass Rivals. I always call it Boston Rivals for some reason. Yeah, Mass Rivals. How many years have you been playing with them?
I just started this season actually. It's fun. It's a good program. Everybody's kind of like close there. It's definitely competitive on the Adidas circuit. You see a lot of the big names you kind of see on Instagram and things like that. It's good to go up against competition like that and see where you match up against.
Yeah, how was it? Because you guys were in South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Correct. That was like the finals.
That was the finals.
Yeah. How was just that whole tournament down there, and also just getting a chance to go down to South Carolina?
It was cool because growing up, I saw a lot of I seen Zion Williamson, he played with on the Adidas circuit, and I seen him in Rock Hill, so it was cool to be there and seeing it on camera when I was younger, and then to be there, it was cool. And then so we started off strong. We went 2-2. We went 2-0 to start.
Yeah.
And then we kind of fell off after that. We lost the game, our third game. So we went into consolation play kind of early, but it was definitely a good experience.
Yeah, definitely, and also just being out of state, playing against players from all over the country. How did that, what did you kind of learn about your game, different from playing with your high school team and playing with these guys and playing in the AAU circuit? What was was there anything different that you normally do in the AAU circuit that you don't get the opportunity to do in high school just because, high school has a system and all that?
I would say it's a lot more physical. It's really physical, and there's no easy baskets at all. People don't really give up on the circuit. So, yeah.
And seeing other players, ranked players in the country, were you just noticing some of the stuff they do, or were you just taking notes just to how hard they play, or just were you just watching and see, okay, this is why this guy's ranked this or that?
I definitely paid attention when I watched big names like that, and you could tell why those guys are ranked the way they're ranked, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah. For you, your name's been coming up a lot, especially this past. Your name's been coming up a lot. What have you done for your game as opposed, what are the improvements from your freshman year and your sophomore year? Improvements after your freshman year and then your sophomore year.
I kind of just try to stay consistent and keep working. I think one thing that's really improved was my athleticism. I'm getting a lot more bounce, being able to jump higher, and my shot's been a lot more consistent. Pull up, that's really. And then my handle is still improving, but it has got better.
Yeah. How was it? Playing at Phillips Andover, I mean, your transition, middle school there, just playing there, and being at a boarding school, living on campus, and all that, just the entire transition for you from going into middle school and then going over there, staying there full time.
It was definitely a transition, living away from home and kind of just adjusting. I didn't know anybody when I first went there, but I made friends fairly quickly, and you'll definitely find your people, and I did. And it was I would say I have it easier than a lot of kids that go there, because obviously Lynn's only about 40 minutes away, so I can really see my family whenever I want. They could come up see me, I could come home, so it was I'm at a boarding school, but I'm still kind of home.
Yeah. And as far as on the court wise, how did your coach? How did you get the confidence of your coaches, to put you in position and actually get minutes and all that? How did that work out?
That was a struggle actually. My freshman year, I didn't I started off on varsity, and then I went down to JV just to get more reps. I wasn't playing on varsity freshman year, and then this last season I was definitely getting more minutes. So not a lot, but I had a role on the team.
Yeah.
And then this season, I'm looking forward to kind of getting a bigger role coming in my junior season. But coming in as a freshman in the knapsack, it was definitely the speed. The speed definitely was there.
Yeah.
Like, it was a lot quicker than anything I've played in before. And the beginning of my sophomore season, I definitely felt that more, obviously, having more minutes.
Yeah.
So it took me a little bit to settle in, but once I did, it was really fun.
I feel like that's everybody's first thing whenever they're transitioning from somewhere playing ball. It's always the first thing they say is the speed of the game. It's kind of like you think you're fast, but then these guys are going like at a little quicker pace than you are.
Faster, stronger. They just seems like everybody could jump high, things like that.
Yeah, and you guys were able. I mean, you guys traveled a lot at Phillips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's just the experience of traveling? You traveling with your high school team and going to see like other schools in different regions and stuff.
Yeah. We stay in Mass. We do stay in Mass, but we travel. Like the farthest game we had was probably like 2 hours away.
Yeah, okay.
But it's definitely cool to see like other campuses, other facilities, things like that.
Yeah. Is there now when you get to the game? Is it just like when you when you first started getting increased minutes? Did you have little nerves at first, or was it just the nerves went away just after you just got a feel for the game?
There was definitely nerves because I felt like I was still trying to prove myself, kind of. But yeah, I mean, I get nerves before most of my games.
Yeah.
But once I step on the court, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And then
What was one thing that you really were focused on working in this summer that's gonna help you when hoop season comes during the school year?
I'm working on my shot a lot, trying to like really make it consistent, like to where every time I shoot it, like it's supposed to go in, kind of. And then also I work on my handle too, because I think that's a big part of my game that can improve.
Okay, and you also, like I said, you're playing a lot of basketball this summer. Also, you're participating in Props to Pop Summer League P2P. You set the record, 55 points.
Yeah.
Of course, it happened when I'm not there, but that's a story for another day. What kind of zone were you in that game? Because it was a pretty tight game too, right?
Yeah, it was. Honestly, I didn't even realize I had that many points. It was like nearing the end of the game, so it was like, yo, you have 46 points. Like, you could break the record. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize. I was kind of just playing, going in with the game, and then it kind of just happened. Like my shot was hitting, and
And also, it felt good that you were able to get the game winner as well. To score that much and get the win.
Just to top it off.
Yeah, man. Before we get out of here, I mean, everybody, your dad coaches. He also played at UNH, played in DR and all that. What kind of like tips or advices has he given you as you're going through your basketball journey?
He's really like the number one person I go to ask advice, because like he's been through it. Like, everything I'm doing, he'll tell me like it's crazy, because like our journeys, like they're seeming the same kind of to him. Like it's like he's having deja vu seeing it with me. So he's like, kind of like the perfect person to ask. Like he since I was younger, he put the ball in my hands. So like he definitely helps me with everything. Like that's the main person I work out with, and yeah, he's definitely guiding me along the way.
Is he still claiming he's the better shooter?
Yeah, he's still claiming that. He's still claiming that.
Is that true? Or you think he surpassed him already?
We're close. The 1v1s have been going my way though.
Yeah?
I will say that. He might have the shot, but the 1v1s are going my way.
When was the last time he beat you?
Beginning of the summer he beat me, but I've been beating him.
So it's you got the up on him on that one.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Man, time is running out. But before we get out of here, quickly plug in your social media if they want to follow you, and if you got other social media platforms you want to follow.
My Instagram's at Xavier Abreu _, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, man. Are you Let It Fly playing?
I'm not sure yet.
Not sure yet?
Shoe City though.
Shoe City? By the time this airs, Shoe City will happen, but what team you running with at Shoe City?
I'm running with, I don't know the name of the team, but I know the coach is Brian Diaz.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty. All right, make sure, check him out. My man, appreciate it. We're out of here.